Alright guys, we are under the 2013 Panamera Turbo. We're going to do an oil change. We're going to do it together. Then we're going to go cut open the filter. Now, these cars don't have a lot of the concerns that the 996s and whatnot do, but you know, might as well do it anyway. I'm here. So the biggest pain about the Panamera, if y'all want to work on them yourselves, is the belly pan. There is a huge, long, protective pan that goes under here. And then there's a brace that goes right here that you have to remove. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just silly. Well, it's not silly. It protects the underside of the vehicle. So it's not silly in that regard. It's just silly having to take it off. But, you know, if you want to go pay, I don't even know what shops charge, like $300 or $400 for an oil change. I guess, be my guess. Now, getting the oil filter off also is a little tricky. You can get I think it's a 34 millimeter on the end of the the filter housing, but it's a little tricky because of the way it kind of goes in. So I use a pair of channel locks. Works just as well, probably better, and there's no clearance issues. All right. So I use a Torx 50 for the drain plug. Now, I use a breaker bar just because it makes life a little easier, but you don't by any means have to. Just to break it free. I think the oil was changed maybe third. I think the record I have says 100 and I don't remember, 110, 111. So it's not quite due, but it's due enough to do it for a trailer listing. So before y'all hate on the tires, Verdestine, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm going to talk about this in the walk around. When I got the car, I was like, I've never heard of Verdestine tires, but it sounded familiar. They actually make the spares for the 958s and the all-wheel drive 996s, meaning the collapsible spares, not the red ones that the two wheels have. And they're Dutch. Where's my drain plug? Here we go. They're Dutch. They're a Dutch company. And I actually looked up the specs, like on the sidewall, you know, like the load rating and all that. And they are very similar. On paper, they look like Pirellis. So they're actually decent tires. And they do have Porsche ties, as I discovered. So don't hate too bad. So everything looks really nice and dry under here, which is always kind of what you want to see. I don't really see anything concerning. Verdestine. So the tires are Verdestine. So like I said, if you find it, so I have a 958 of my office right now, and I have a couple all-wheel drive kits that I've collected over the years, and sure enough, Verdestine, or however you pronounce it. So they have ties. They have Porsche ties. Also, maybe somebody will watch this video and realize you can work on these cars yourself. So just do that to snug. I know some guys out there might think, oh, you're not using the torque wrench. No, I'm not. I never have.